Hi there. In today's video, we'll make a small project on um, uh, comparing two images. So today you will learn Qt, OpenCV, and uh, we'll be start with designing a friendly user interface, and then we will add code to compare images. And let's start with launching Qt Creator. So I'm using community version. This you can download from internet. It is free to use for learning purpose. And then I'll create one new project. And this will be our Qt widget application. And I will say my image compare project name. I will set up this, and QMake I'll choose as build system. And these are the default classes which we'll be using, and we can leave as it is. And Git, we'll be using MSVC, Microsoft Visual C++ toolkit here. And these toolkits you can download or configure when you are downloading Qt from the internet. So you can use MinGW or MSVC on Windows, but I will prefer MSVC because this has more support to it. So let's go ahead. So this is the default classes, default code we have. When let's try running it, so we will see a normal window, blank window. So this is blank window. Yeah, so we'll start with the writing. So to what we'll do here, we'll have to browse button. Using those two browse buttons, we can browse to images, and one more button to which will compare those images when we click on it. So there are two approaches to design UI. We can write a code, or the other option is to open this file, UI file, and manually drag and drop the widgets. So to show those images, we'll be using label. Label is one of the option to show images. So I'll put those two labels here. I'll increase the size, and I can copy paste. I'll put one more here. And these two are label. Okay, below these two label we can have buttons. Q push button. I can copy paste this button, put here, and I'll name it so in the property window we can change the setting of this button. So text we can say image 1, and this one we can say image 2, and we can have one more button which will actually compare these images. We can say compare. Okay, so we can have some better naming convention. This is object name, so we can say img1 label, and this one, like, we can say img2 label, and this is btn image 1, and this one we can say btn image 2, and we can say btn compare. So this is optional, but it's good practice to give proper naming convention. It will be easy to work when you have when you're working on bigger project. So let's do some. So if I save it, Control S, and just run as it is, let's see how it looks. So this will look like this. Okay, now let's align this UI so that it can look better. So this label and this button we can align horizontally. So you can click here like this, and now when it grows, it will, it will expand like this. It will look better. So similarly with this also, this label and button, we can apply vertical layout like this, and this layout and this layout both are vertical layout. So we can go to object inspector. From here also we can see. So this is one layout, vertical layout. Vertical layout has a button and label. Similarly, we have another layout that also has button label. So if you want to select these two layout and want to put these two into horizontal layout, we can do like this. This is horizontal layout. Now this is horizontal layout. This has both vertical layout, and the button also we can put together in the layout. So this layout and with the button, with the button here, this button. So this layout and this button we can put those in vertical layout like this. So this is the right way to make layout. Okay, if I save it and build it, you will look like this. So we can change the width of this button to make it to look better, and then the parent layout we can set as vertical, because if you are clicking on Maxine's button, it should expand together like this. It is expanding it together. So when we are showing images here, it will expand together. And then about this button, we can set some layout. So to set the width and all, we can set some style sheet, and that style sheet we can set width and height actually. So we will do the later on, but let's do the actual coding. So what I want to do on this button click, it should open a file dialog and it should allow us to upload an image. So let's do right click on it and go to slot, go to slot clicked. When you click on it, we want to do something. Similarly, if I go back and right click on this and go to slot clicked, when I click, I want to do something. And similarly on the compare button, if I go back and go to slot clicked, I'll be performing. So we will have three three slots actually, and these get open. These slots get called when we click on those buttons. So we'll start writing the code. So here we want to open a file dialog. So we'll do one more thing. We will have to create two variables. We can go to main.h, and in the private part we can have two variable to store image path, image1, image2, and here I will say image1. This will store the path which we are selecting via file dialog. We'll use file dialog here and get open file name. This is the function, and this is the parent pointer, and we will name it open image. And then the path from by default open when we click on open file dialog. So we can use a dir current path like this. And what we want to see by default, we want to see all images files. So we can put some filter here. So let's say star.png, star.jpg, and star.bmp, and you can increase it more. You can put more extension if you want. So then I'll close it. So this has been closed, and we will try to show this image into that label which we created initially. So for that we have to use pixmap class. We have to create pixmap object using this img1, and then UI has image label, image1 label, and then we'll set pixmap to pix like this. We'll do, and we want label to grow automatically when when we are uploading image. So for that we have to set this img label set scale contents, and it will scale automatically. Now for the file for the file dialog, we have to include the header file, because we have to include the header file for each function we are using. Let's see, Q file dialog. So the error is gone. Something is wrong here. Oh, there are double quotes, I think. So for the pixmap, why I'm getting error for the Q pixmap? Is there anything wrong? Let's see the syntax of file dialog. Open image, current path, image files, and then star.png, star.jpg. We don't need to put comma here, I believe. And then I think there is one extra parenthesis here. Oh yeah, Q pixmap. Oh, there's a typo here. Now let's see if it is working. If I compile it, and at least it should ask us to open an image. It's building. If I do image1, and then I do this, if I just open this guy, see, I can open. You can see the image here. So similarly, we'll do this for label 2 as well. So I'll change it to image 2, and I'll change it here, image 2, and it should see image 2 label true. So this is extra, I think, parenthesis. So this is true. This is done. So now on the compare image button, what you want to do? So I told you initially we'll be using OpenCV library to compare those images. So to use the OpenCV, I have downloaded the library in C drive already from the internet. Here is my OpenCV, and we'll be using the libraries. So since we are on Windows, we'll be needing .lib and .dll, and those files are here by default. In bin we have the DLL, and in the library we have .lib. .lib in Windows world, .libs are used at compile time, but actual code which will be using in our application is there in the DLL. So both we need actually. So we want to use this library which is here, which is in C drive. So there are two options. Either we can move this whole folder OpenCV into our project, or we can give path to this folder from our project file. So what I will do, I'll go to project file. In the project file, I have to include the path for that. And that OpenCV has header file also, which you have to include. Include path plus equal to that is build OpenCV build x64 VC. Now for the include file is here. So this path we can put here, include as the header file. And for the library path, we have two libraries, .lib and .dll -l for the library path. And I'll go back x64 16 bin path for 1, and similarly lib path for .lib file. This is the path. Yeah. Now we have to we have to include this. We have to link those libraries. So what we can do here at the end, win32 config, or we'll just do this for now, libs plus equal to -l OpenCV, the file name, the file name I can copy it from here. -l .dll you don't need to put. So we have included the path, include path for header file, the path for .lib and .dll, and the actual library which will be linking. We don't need to put .dll here. If I go back to this guy, now in the compare folder, before compare folder, we have to, if you want to use the functions of OpenCV, we have to include the header file. So header files are there. It's there, OpenCV. OpenCV dot open, the header file should be this one. After that we can so OpenCV is in one namespace. We can use that namespace CV. Now in the compare function, we can, so we have the image path in img1 and img2 variable that we can do, to store the content of images. We will use mat container, which is by OpenCV, image1 equal to imread and img1 dot to std imread. Let's, what is this? img1 is a q string, and so here in the compare folder img1, I'll specify, and imread color. I want to read the color for image. So similarly we have img2. Oh, the naming is confusing, so I'll change it to img1 path, img2 path. So this is img1 path, img1 path. I'm just changing the variable, img2 path. So this is img1 path, img2 path. I'll change the variable name here also. Oh, I put should be equal to. So we have these two functions, and now if both are empty, something, image is empty, file is empty, mg1 dot empty, or img2 is empty, then we'll just report one error. uh, we will just say error could not load one of the images. There's a typo here, img2, and then we'll say size should be different. If size is different, we'll make sure we'll do the we'll make them to same size. Say img1 size is not equal to img2 dot size, then cv will do resize mg2 mg2 mg1 dot size. Size, it says not function mg1 mg2. Let's see, resize. Let's compile it. Looks like some compilation we are going to have. I'm read. Why this is giving error? Queue string to const. Oh, we have to convert this. We have to typecast to std string. Similarly, now image1 dot size is not equal to image2 dot size. This should be okay. This size, or the spelling is s. It should be s here. So let's see. Let's compile here. It should not give any error this time. It's building. Button click window. Let's clean it and just try one more time. On resolve symbol resize. This should work. Let me just check. In the I have included the path. Let me do one more thing. When I'm making changes to project file, I should make qmake, and now build it. Same error. It's not able to find resize. Why? reference in this. This is using OpenCV. Uh, if I remove this, this will be duplicate. Let me see the header file. This is good. This is good. Let me just quickly. Oh, this is for debug. Oh, one more thing. So what is happening? We have included this release library. We should include both debug and debug one also, because in the here in libraries we have two types library. This is, it ends with D, that is debug. This is normal one. And in the bin we have only one DLL and this for debug. So we have to use some logic here. Then 32 config release or change it to release mode. Project, and from here we can change it to or release, add release. I'm changing it to release mode. Now let's say if I build it, it will pick our library. So this time it is successful, because earlier it was not working because we were using debug mode and this library is for the release mode. So if you want to make the code compatible for both, we have to do something like this. Config release debug or release, pick this one where it is just debug, just put the D1. So now if I change it back to debug, let's change it back to debug and build it. It should also work this time. Okay, it's working. If I just quickly run it, yeah, it is okay. So now if we go to this file and we'll complete this code, we resize this file, and then we will just convert these images into grayscale for pixel by pixel comparison. Gray 1, gray 2, CVT, CVT, color, MG1, gray 1, color. We'll use to gray, BG R2 gray, similarly we'll convert this image to also, and then we'll pass it gray 2. Now we'll compare the difference actually. Absolute diff we'll use here, array1, array2 diff. The difference will be here, and I will compare the difference. Now we can calculate the percentage match. Total pixels minus non-zero count total pixel. And then we'll just say, we can just print it for now. Percentage match percentage, and let's see, let's run it, let's build it again. At least it will show that like this much is matching. And if I run it, image 1, let's take some random image, this one, we'll use the same one. We are using the same image for now, and see, let's compare. So this is 100% match because both images are same. Now I made some change, so I have to build it again. And compilation is done. If I run and if I put different image, let's pick something like let's take this turtle. Where it is going, it's too much big. I'm changing it. We can improve this code because whenever we are uploading bigger image, the right side thing is getting shifted. Let's take one elephant here, and in the image 2, this image. So these are the images. If I say compare, let's see what is happening. Oh, it must be printing somewhere on the console, that's why we cannot see. So if I go to application output, see, it's 0.3926% match only. So if I change the image and the second also I choose as elephant, it should be 100% match. If I compare, it will say 100% match. Now let's improve it a little bit better. The buttons and all, these buttons are too much in width. What I will do, I'll go to UI and I'll click here and I'll break the UI. Okay, now what I will do, I can width, go to property inspector and then width will say 100 and height 40. This one also width 100, 40, and I'll just make it 14 for now. This also I can change the font size, 14, 14, 100, 40. If I save it, and these labels, the text we can remove because we don't need text. Where is the text here? Yeah. If I save it, Control S, and then build it. So see, I broke the layout actually. I'll put it back, close it. So I'll go to Project Inspector, Object Inspector, and if I click here and do like this, it will come back. Now this button I want in the middle actually. So before that, let's build it first, how it is looking. So these are on side buttons like this. Let's take some image for now, image 1. So this is responsive UI. If you click on it, it will just increase. Image 2, compare. After clicking compare, it will show us that a 77% match. Now if you see here, let's make it better. We can give some border to this label. How to give the border? For the border, we have to put some style sheet actually. We have to go to property. Where is the style sheet? Where is the style sheet? It should be local. Style sheet here. So it will set like this. And for this also. Now what we can do, once we hit the compare button, we can show some message box on the screen, which looks better actually. So go to edit and this code, this percentage, we can just show something like q message box dot set text, and then this match, you can say something like match percent and message box dot exe, execute, and message box we are getting error because we did not include the header file. This should be gone. So this we have to convert this into number. Because this is float. So let's see, let's build it again. This build is done. If I click run, the default width, we can change this after some time, or change it first. What is happening is these labels, let's break the UI, then this label. Size policy, preferred, maximum. Why is this happening? Let's break it and click on label. This should the size of it should increase automatically. If I build it, and then yeah, the parent layout I have to set. I can put vertical layout and then build it. Now if I run, we have to come back and see why it is not working. So image 1, image 2, and compare. See, match 77.786. If I do again and put the same image and compare, it says 100% match. So this is working, but the default when we are running, why it is showing the width of this label is very less. Something is wrong with the layout. I'm just guessing. Go to layout. Here it will show. So this layout, which is this one, has both Q push button and label. It looks good. And these two, this layout and this layout, are part of this layout, which is also good. So my guess is something is wrong in the property of label. Minimum, maximum. Minimum. Minimum is 0. Maximum width is this. And in the properties, I don't see anything. And this is vertical layout. And vertical layout is inside this guy. The question is why it is not growing. Okay, I'll not spend more time on it. You guys can fix it. I'm not able to, recall what is happening wrong here. But I'll save again. Build it. I'll be uploading source code of this. I'll be adding a link to the description box. From there, you guys can download it and modify it according to your need. And if you have any doubt, you can add your question in the comment box. Uh, I can do one more thing. See, I can put this OpenCV folder in the project itself. Where is my project? So it will be easy to ship the whole thing into one zip file. Where is my folder? I'll go to Show in Explorer. So my code is here. I can put my library here, OpenCV whole folder here, and I can delete some unnecessary things to make the size of the zip file smaller. But if I'm changing the path, I have to go here, and I'm putting everything into current folder. So what I will do here, I'll just say pwd OpenCV, then include and labels. So OpenCV build, and this separator doesn't matter because this will work for Linux also. This path will work for Linux also. Qt take care of it when it builds. So I have put the things together here. It has, I need only build folder, OpenCV and source, and these files I don't need. And what it is doing, it's not deleting. But yeah, it's deleting. Okay, build has include, build has bin, not this bin, this x64. Bin has the DLL. This does not have library for Linux, so this will not work for Linux. Okay, so let's build it by changing the path. It should work this time. I just, after changing the path, I'm making sure that it is building. Yeah, so this title we can change here. This title, so we can change from the main. We can change here window dot set window title, compare images. Comparison is done. If I run, you will see compare images. You can change it. So second thing, most important, this why it is showing like this, we can it's not, size is not growing, increasing. What we can do, we can remove this, the border, so that it won't look, we can hide our mistake. Oh, why is this OpenCV dot is not found? For the include path pwd OpenCV include. So current folder OpenCV build, OpenCV build, oh HTTP build. Path is wrong, then include. So now it should not throw any compilation error. Okay, let's upload an image. It looks good. Image 2. Now if you'll see, notice the left part has become smaller, right one is bigger. We can split this into two half parts. I'll show how. So this is 77% match. Now when we are loading in the constructor, when we are setting up the UI, after just setting up the UI, we can say ing label dot set size policy, q size policy expanding, q size policy expanding, not flag expanding. So Size policy, expanding size policy, expanding size policy, expanding. We'll do the same thing for image 2 also. Image 2 label. Mm, Q size policy, expanding, not expand flag. If I build it again, both both labels should have the same size. So if I come here, gallery, this is my first image, this is my second image. You'll see if you expand it, it will grow. It will, if you, this is responsive UI. If you change the size, it will change, it will increase, and if you compare, it will show 88% match. So this looks okay. You guys can improve it. As I said, I'll be uploading the source code to my website, and I'll put the link in the description box, and you can download it and modify it as per your need. And if you have any question, you can add your question in the comment box. Thanks for watching.